Hey guys, Flabaliki here today and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Just once again starting off this video with a little bit of a time lapse. If you go to about 7 minutes, 7 seconds, you can skip it if you want to, and we'll probably do a little bit of live gameplay recap of this as well. But basically what I wanted to do in this part, because we did a few more highway entrances and exits last time, but I was thinking about it, and a few guys you guys suggested as well that we should probably continue this highway sooner rather than later, instead of just having it end right here on this main road. So what I'm trying to do here is just create a sort of entrance and exit to that main road and then continue the highway above it into the main downtown area, so that we don't have everyone trying to filter onto that road and just creating what will probably be a traffic nightmare if we don't sort it out now. I mean, we could probably sort it out later as well, but I think it's easier to do it now when we have a little bit of space. So instead of just having that one intersection, I've split it into a couple where we have the entrance and the exit just split on either side of the highway, and I think it seems to work pretty well. People seem to use it, no problems at all. And I'm also trying to, and this is something you'll see a little bit in this time lapse, trying to make the new highways that I'm building much more compact, so they're like way closer together. You can see they're basically touching. They have like one sort of dividing wall in the middle, and then they're all just sort of nice and packed in close together, just to save space, because we're getting to the downtown area, especially also in this space we're like over a cliff, and we do go over the water here because we just need to do a bridge. Really, there's no other room, so we just bridge across the water and connect it up that way. There's a lot of move it here just to sort of fine tune things and get them in the right spot, which is also another reason I didn't really want to do this in real time, because it's a laborious process that takes a little while. But yeah, so I'm trying to just line it up with that sort of train station, so it runs parallel to that train station, because it just looks quite neat. When things line up perfectly, it just looks much neater than it would do otherwise. Now, I've also done, and you'll see, I don't know if I do it completely. There's a lot of stuff that isn't in this time lapse at all, that I just did a few extra things, but I do a lot of like entrances and exits along the highway, and there's a few comments saying, oh, you've done too many, go back and redo it and get rid of them all or something. But also, here's the thing, if you look at sort of urban centers anyway, there's a lot of exits and entrances in all other places, and a lot of these highway ramps have actually been inspired off of the ones here in Sydney. When you drive around the downtown area, there's a lot of these very compact ramps, and even these sort of spiral almost ramps that sort of loop around in a circle to get up to the next bit. So I've sort of taken that and used it in the game. Also, this city is not entirely about realism either. It's also about trying to have a city in a game that works. And that means trying to manage our traffic appropriately. And if we have roads that have lots of connections, from the highway, and the highway has a lot of connections, we're going to have the traffic be able to get around a lot more efficiently, rather than just having one entrance or one exit that everyone will pile up to and create a traffic nightmare. So that's why I'm doing a lot of them all over the place. And it actually has been working very well. You may have noticed that we're at a city with 54,000 people currently that doesn't really have any traffic issues at all, especially in this large sort of downtown area this is still not really even the downtown. We're sort of building up to the downtown. We're sort of slowly getting there. But I also love all these sort of like, now we're getting all these kind of bridge elements with the highway that sort of bridges over that lower road, which you can see I changed that road as well to a 2 and a 3 lane road, which I thought was more appropriate. I don't think we need a 6 lane road there anymore. It just seems a little unnecessary, considering the main road is now going to be the highway rather than that road there, which was originally going to be like, I guess, the extension of the highway, but it didn't make a lot of sense when I changed it. I also realized this highway here, well, this sort of semi-highway, it doesn't connect to the right. And I'll explain this a bit more in the live action, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing here. So this highway can turn left and go around Old Sedona, or whatever the hell we call it, Sedona, and go around that way to the industrial and connects up all through there. But it never had a right-hand turn. So when I was looking at the traffic map and seeing where everyone was going to try and turn right, they actually had to drive through the city, go through a bunch of intersections, then rejoin onto the highway on the other side. So I was like, well, thankfully, I left this space in the middle for whatever reason, which is perfect for a road to fit in. So I've just done 2 tunnels, obviously going different directions. One that comes out as an exit, one that goes down as an entrance. And these just turn over to the right-hand side and create basically just joining the highways together and creating one continuous flowing highway, which is something that we actually lacked, and actually does help out quite a lot, because you'll see a lot of people actually do end up using it, which is super, super useful. So you can see the entrance there, the exit on the other side, and it just sneaks underneath and comes out round on this corner, on this bend. And it actually works super, super well. So I'm quite happy about that. It fits in really neatly. Except you can see there's a little bit of ripped terrain, like where you can see underneath the world and the map and that. But we use these keys and just sort of readjust them to make it all fit in just fine. Trying to build these tunnels was also quite annoying. It was pretty hard actually, because we had to go under the train line. Well, not under it. We had to go sort of work around the train line underneath of the highway and all that, and try to make sure it fit in properly. And then we do have an interesting merge section here when we have these 4 lanes going into 3, and then 2 of them exit off just there. But surprisingly, it didn't actually cause too much traffic, and we do have room to upgrade our lanes later on if we need more lanes. There is room in this section to upgrade them, because we checked that when we originally built it. If you remember, we checked that we could upgrade to 4-lane highways without an issue. So we can actually fit in more lanes if we need to, which is good news. Yeah, so anyway, just so you can see that this just basically adds in a corner underneath. I was trying to figure out the best way to do it, because we could have either gone over or go under. And I didn't want to go over because we already have a bunch of sort of highway connections going above and over that join to the left. And adding this over the top as well would have just made it look even more crazy and even more messy. So they just go underneath nice and neatly, and it actually just works no problem, just putting that pathway back there as well. And you can see a bunch of cars now using it. I'm just readjusting all these lane settings here because it is a little bit of a mess at the moment with the way the cars are moving around. So I was just trying to make it flow a little bit smoother. And you can see now, like I was just checking the direction of the traffic. They all seem to be going the way that they should. And just going ahead and neatening up this little section here with a couple of keys as best as I could anyway, to make it fit in a little bit nicer and sort of at least look like it's not just shoved in at the last second, which, I mean, it was, but it does kind of fit in, which is good news. And just getting this one over here as well. Just a lot of move it stuff, which is, again, why I wanted to do it as a time-lapse rather than doing it in the gameplay. Because I think this whole thing, this time-lapse that we got here, took about half an hour to do everything. And this is not everything. Like I said, I've cut out a bunch of other stuff, which I'll show you in the live gameplay right now. So right here, I've also changed the train station because I downloaded the sunken train stations. They just seem to make a lot more sense rather than having it come out of a tunnel to then just go into a train station above ground. We just have it, you know, stay underground and come to this train station here. And then I moved the bus stop that was out the front, just the top here on the little bus station there. And we have the road running underneath that has a nice highway entrance in. And we don't have a exit anywhere near. The closest exit is that one, but I guess I'll put one probably further down somewhere. So just going along this highway, I've made a few changes as well. I believe all of this, or not all of this, but some of this was done. Oh, actually, maybe all of it. I think I added this entrance in here, so this little loop-to-loop entrance that goes underneath, and this one over here as well that goes up and around. Because before, we only had the one exit from the highway here that went down, which is pretty useless, and still almost no one uses it. But now we have the entrance from the lower section that gets you up to the top, and we have the entrance that gets you going the other way as well. So that's actually super useful. And like I said, a lot of this was actually inspired by the sort of Sydney highway network. I mean, it's not quite like this because we don't have a section like this, but there's like entrances that sort of loop around. So I got the idea from that, and that was kind of cool. So that's there. I think I did I do anything over here? No, I didn't. But back over, did I do anything else over this way? I can't remember. No, maybe I did. Oh yeah, I added a new highway entrance and exit right here because basically we had all the trucks for this industrial area going to this exit here, and then going back down the road like that. And I was like, well, I mean, it makes sense to just have one directly here, so then the industrial traffic can just get off there rather than having to go all the way around and creating more traffic that way. So that actually helped out quite a lot. I also, I feel like I did stuff over here. Oh no, I was gonna change this. I was gonna do it because I need to do an interchange here at some point because this is also pretty bad, but I'll get to that. I did change over at Amity Exchange. Did I mention this? I can't remember. Did I do this last? I don't know. But I added a connection from this side of the airport to Amity Exchange Direct. Did I mention this last time? I feel like I spoke about this before. Anyway, so you can get from both sides. You can drive this way across that ramp, or you can drive back across this ramp there to get over there. So now there's a direct connection between the two. And then I also went over here. Oh yeah, so down in the lower section I added, so this bridge that used to go over here, there's nothing over here except a couple of that. I actually added this road here, which I actually really like because it's pretty steep. I like the idea of a super steep road like that. So that just climbs up this side and joins up with these roads. And then I also did another sort of loop-to-loop road. This one here was the first one I did, I think, which was way more inspired by Sydney. If you've ever driven on the eastern, not Yeah, the Eastern Distributor, it's like the, well, the Kale Expressway. This is very specific to people from Sydney, but they have that sort of connection that goes to the Sydney Harbour Bridge that goes underneath like this, and it sort of loops around like that. It's so much fun to drive on, by the way. If you ever get a chance, drive on it, have fun. It's only one way, though, but this one I did this two-way so we can get up and down. Just seems to make more sense, and you can see we've got an information superhighway going across the top. I don't know why I call it that, but... It's like the internet because there's so much information going across it. Look at all those people. Yeah, so I did this pedestrian bridge that connects this sort of raised section to the train station, which, I mean, just seemed to be almost a no-brainer to connect those two. So I did that straight across because we got this bridge over here so people can walk on that one, this one here, and then they can also walk over there. So there's 3 different ways to get across pretty easily. And that made a lot of sense to do that one. So that connects up. Did I do anything else around here? I did. There's a lot of little bits and pieces that I did around the place just to sort of make it a little bit more efficient here and there. Yeah, so you guys saw we did that connection there, which was good. Did I do anything over here? I mean, I did, yeah, obviously this whole highway extension. I think that's about it. Like, I just did all these other little additional connections that just make things flow a little bit better, and it basically distributes the traffic a lot more. Heavy traffic along this highway, but I mean, like, heavy in the sense that it's just a lot of cars, not backed up, so I'm quite happy with that. And it's all working pretty well, so that is cool. I don't think, I mean, I don't think this is backing up, but there's people that for some reason are determined to change out of that lane as slowly as possible. Yeah, it's real. I always find that really weird. People never want to drive forward in the exit lane. Like, everyone that's not going there, they're like, I have to change out of this lane. It's like, you don't. I mean, I guess a way I could stop that is by adding an additional lane for the exit rather than doing it. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, it's working fine. Okay, so this episode, this is not a suggestion. Well, I guess it was a suggestion. They said, don't forget about the town we built a few episodes ago that was out over here, Coventry, and I said I was going to build a station here and have it all connect up. And that is a very good point. Let's go ahead and do that. So I think if we just go from here, build out from that road, see if we can get a station in here. Basically, just adding it to the line. And then, oh, I did actually do some more. How big is this? Whoops. That's really quite close. So none of these are the right distance. Whoops. You know what? Actually, no, hang on. First of all, get rid of that. Let's also just level this out a little bit so it's a bit easier. I did also change some of the bus lines. Actually, let me check something because I came back in last time and I feel like my stuff was reset. Biofuel bus. No, it's still 55. Last time I came in, these hadn't saved. And I don't think because I changed the default train, but I didn't change any of the custom trains. And I don't think I ever did change the custom trains, did I? Please let me know if I did, but I feel like I didn't. Although I feel like the CityLink Evergreen train should probably at least be 245. Because, wait, this is our CityLink train here, isn't it? Are these full? How busy are these? Oh no, hang on, line details. Oh wait, what? 255 out of 126? Oh, 225, sorry. What? I feel like they should be 225 though, so I might up those trains just so they match the other ones at least, because that's the same size train. So let's just do that. Apply. And then I feel like these... No, we don't need a train engine on both ends. No, that's not necessary. That's fine. And then the trams... They're still 225. They're the same as the train. Maybe that's a little extreme. I did them the same as the trains. I think that's too close. Let's go 125. No, 120, fine. A little bit less, just so it's, I guess, a bit more balanced with the trains. I'm just kind of guessing numbers. I mean, to be honest, we could do 9999999. I don't know what the maximum is. Probably not that much. But, you know, we could just do that. But we're not going to. Let's level this out, because I want to get the train station in here, but I just want it to be level, so it's a little bit easier to build. So we'll just get rid of this, and then we'll just build a road. If we put it there, it might be enough that we don't have to move it afterwards. So I think the idea here is that I want to do... Oh, God, neither of these line up. It's fine. We'll just move it. Let's move it into position. Yeah, so what I want to do is probably build basically an extension of the other town. So it'll probably still be... Well, I guess it'll be a different name, but it's just going to be all joined together as one thing. Probably even join up to the highway here as well with a very simple highway connection. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll actually just bring the road up this way and just join up to this one that we already have. Pretty much like Cherry does. I mean, we'll connect up to Cherry as well. We'll have like a road underneath because there's no reason not to do that. Because otherwise it'd be ridiculous. If you're like, I'm here, but I want to get there, you have to go like that. So we'll connect it all up. Okay, that looks fine to me. Yeah, so I think this should be okay. Get this in here. It's a little off center. Do I want to change to... Might change to the raised bridge here and go raised and go like this. That's fine. I mean, it looks fine. I think so. It's like a smidge. Oh, use Alt. There you go. That's probably fine. Nice. That'll do. All right, so let's get out our train line because we'll just have it stop here and we'll have it stop here. This line is expanding. It's beautiful. Okay, so now we want to bridge across. So our main road is this guy here. So we'll use this as our bridge. And I think, do I want to do like the little country road bridge thing? I feel like no, because that's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? What's the bridge? This is our bridge, isn't it? I mean, we used it in the other place, but the other place is a bit smaller. I think this is... Does that seem appropriate for this area? I feel like it's not. I feel like just using a regular bridge is probably fine. Or maybe we could even do... We could even do like this with a bridge. But it almost feels like this is too like overbuilt. Like it seems like it's over-engineered now, you know? I don't know. I think if we go to here, but what we do is we go elevated to here, but go above, because we need to be at least 9 meters. Well, okay, 8 meters is probably fine. How's that? You know what? I probably want it to go level all the way across though, don't I? I just don't like bridges that like slope down like that. I almost feel like it just shouldn't do that. So I'm going to go like this. We're going to go elevated across to here. I'm going to go level so I can see what I'm doing. Actually, I want to be... No, I will be here actually. So we're going to go up. So we want to be 30 meters. That's almost too high then, isn't it? No, we'll do it. We'll do it. And then... We'll demolish that bit, and then bear with me. So we're gonna get rid of that bit there. This bit here. Okay, so just so we can cut those bits off. So I have those bits of the bridge, and then this section in the middle will be the one that has like the bridge element. So we just have one section of bridge like that, and then the other two ends are just like that. So it's like, it's still like a substantial bridge, but not too much. Although I don't like that we have so many columns over this side. It's a little too many for my liking. Do this. That's better. We just have the one. Okay. I like that. Nice. Okay, then over this side we've got to figure out how we're going to get down. Probably just go here. Go level. That's probably fine. Something like that. It just slopes down on this side. And then it'll join up to this town, which will be here. Like, this is going to be a much smaller one. I think I'll use those other roads that I was using before. I like these custom roads. They're really nice. So this will go here. Head down the bottom. Oh, always forget, you know? Just do that and put it back because I don't want that road. And then I'm going to change this into the highway road. Going to head underneath. It's going to be stuck on the ground though. Perfect. That's good. And then it's going to go here. A little close. We'll have to adjust that, but that's fine. And then go to here. I'll just rebuild that last section of the road there so we can join this up a little bit smoother. Actually, you know what? We'll extend this road here this way. So this is just using the normal roads, which is fine. So that will go here, and then maybe this can just head up, and then that will just intersect there. Then we can sort of just get some more zoning in here. I mean, I never finished this town. It's like empty. So we should probably do that. Especially now that we've got another train station here. So we've got these two here joining together. And then we'll have to set up a bus route, I think, to join these two towns just to make it a little bit more efficient. God, look at that road over there. I'm just going to use the regular road in this section. It's going to go straight down like that. What am I doing? Pressing the wrong buttons. Bop. Good. And then this underneath can go like so. And I guess just join up to that last section there. Like that. Beautiful. And then underneath we also need to just adjust this too, because that's not quite right. Maybe just bring that a little bit. Hello? Yep. Yeah. I get it. It's okay. We're coming down. Stupid thing. Okay. We just got to adjust those curves because they're way off. That'll go there. That'll go there. Go straight along there. This will then curve between these two. That, and that should be a little bit better. Nice. That's good. Goes underneath. I mean, this section here could probably go down a little bit because it seems like it goes up for no reason. We'll stay level. For what? All right, I'll link the two towns. Great. So this will be a different town. I don't know what it will be. It shall be named Magnolia. We already have Magnolia. Wood Park. Okay. It can be Wood Park or not Wood Park. How about it can just be Wood? We have Coventry and Wood. Wood. Alright, so that's there. Bus line. Yeah, so actually what I did is I have it because I realized we had a Hillside to Wood district. Oh, we have a Wood district. Oh, nice. We had a Hillside to Wood district bus line that basically went back and forth. It used to go to Amity Exchange, but it didn't exist anymore. There was 0 people using that bus line. There was no point for it to exist. So what I did instead is I have a bus line that goes from Amity Exchange to Hillside, then to Wood District and back, and then one that goes the other way. So there's 2 different directions. And then I have one that goes from Myrtle to Hillside and back, basically. So then it sort of connects up to there. Then you choose which way you want to go. It kind of works. I think they work. It's not the most efficient. A few people are suggesting that I should have a train that goes from Myrtle Express into the city, so you don't have to go to Amity Exchange, but that doesn't really make much sense to me. I get why you're saying that, so that you just change here at Express instead of having to go here and change at Amity. But the thing is, we built this whole thing to be an exchange, and all it really does is save this corner a little bit. Not much. And then it would basically, it would start rendering the pink line almost useless because the people would start using that one instead. So I just don't want to basically destroy that line. Like, there's not really any reason to do it. I mean, it would cut out a stop, so it would be quicker. That's the thing. So everyone would use that instead, and I don't want them to do that. Basically. All right. Water pipes. Oh, yeah. So last time I said I wish, like, the power lines could run through like the water pipes. I didn't literally mean in the water, but you know, like underground in cities, they usually have, you know, the water pipes, and then next to it would be like an electrical sort of run as well, electrical cables underground. So it'd also be like a pipe. That's what I meant, not just like specifically put the cables through the water. Like, come on. Not that stupid. I may not be smart, but I'm not that stupid. You know what? We'll use these. Let's use actually. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, how do I do this? If I go up this way, across the highway. Apparently I can't because it's too low down. There you go. So that'll join through there. There you go. Little power lines. Nice. Alright, and then we can move those back as we get some more stuff zoned in here. Okay, so these guys are coming over here. We're going to get a bus line now that goes from... I guess I'll stop here because then we can just come back up this way. Wait, what the hell is this? We have a bus running through here now. Huh. I guess because it used to go that way. Why can't it go back this way, though? Interesting that it comes this way, but it doesn't go... I'm gonna have to see what that bus line is. That's interesting. That is interesting. Anyway, that's going to come over here. Right up here. We'll share that bus stop, I guess. And then I might actually just come around this way and... Actually, you know what? No, I won't. I'll just come straight back. It'll just be a simple bus line, nothing too crazy. Just to basically link those two together. Now, what the hell is this bus line? I'm trying to see if there's a bus on it. Because I want to check it out. Here we go, this guy. Line... So, Cherry to Myrtle. Line... No. Well, I guess, hang on. Can I hide all lines? Turn on Cherry to Myrtle. Okay, so this line... Oh my god. This is weird. So it goes from here, so it stops at Myrtle. Well, let's say we start at Myrtle, we go down this way, we go in this way, we go... Instead of jumping on that highway, we come this way, go past Westfield, through Coventry without stopping, up to Cherry. Then we stop... Wait. Yeah, we turn right. We stop there, head down this way. This is a weird bus line. I need to change this. Then we stop there at that train station. Then we come back up here, stop there. Then we go back around this way, stop there. Then we come this way to go back for some reason. I feel like it's doing that thing where... No, that doesn't make any sense. So I feel like it's doing that thing where it's not letting the bus like turn left, but why is it going this way? How is this quicker? Why are they different? It's probably a better question. I don't know. That is a weird bus line. I don't know how effective that line can be. I feel like it's not. 34 passengers on that line. Yeah, not a lot. I might just delete that, to be honest. I feel like I need to redo these bus lines because they're confusing. Completely confusing. The thing is as well, you don't really need a bus to get to that train station. They just get on the train there and go there. You just need a bus around this area and probably up to Wood Heights. Like just join these two sections from the train. You know what? I'll just leave it. I'll leave it. It'll be fine. Wait till your comments of telling me how to fix it because you guys know. All right, let's get out these guys. We're going to go along here. We're going to go along here. A couple here. It's going to be beautiful. Some over this way. Some residential. All up here. Like that. Lovely. And then I guess just all through here. This will all just be residential. Why not? Why not? There you go. Alright, so that'll go through there. And then I have to remove those power lines in a second. There you go. I mean, I don't know if you want to live right in the train line, but whatever. Alright, so the Wood district is filling up. Now, I guess currently it's not exactly efficient to get to the highway. You can get to that one. But I guess I'll do another road going up this way. And we could either expand along this road here that we're going to be building. I'll turn off straight slope because I don't really want that on. We could either, yeah, expand along this road or figure something else out. Now we've got to go up. I'll do this and then sort of curve it like that so it sort of turns a little bit more abruptly. And then we'll just... Can you go in a straight line though? Don't do a weird curve to join. No, I said don't do a weird curve. Don't do a weird curve to join. There we go. Wants me to join to that bit. Alright, fine. I'll join to that bit. Alright, so anyway, these are now joined up. So you can go that way as well. So you don't have to go around the other way. You can go there. And then I think if we like expand along this and probably build all through here, it'll probably look way better. But for now, we'll just do that. So that's good. I've got a couple of connections to this place. Now, this place should be way better now. I've got a highway connection there, this side. It's a little more connected to the rest of the world now, which is just lovely, isn't it? It's just quite dandy. Is there anything else that I need to... I want to have a look. So if we have a look at traffic throughout the city, are there any like obvious places that I should be paying attention to? Like we haven't been to Mulberry in a long time. I guess that was something I needed to do. Yeah, see, like it just... Because I put traffic lights there, it just backs up for ages. And then the city's obviously heavy traffic anyway. That's just the way it is. Just the way it goes. Ah, this area, I love this area. This is my favorite. This is my favorite place now. This whole section of stuff. The highway will probably end here. So, well, somewhere around here. Like it'll enter the city and there. And this one, I think this one will just end here. Because I mean, the obvious thing you might be saying, I'll just connect this highway to that one. But like I said this originally, it's like I don't want cars coming along the highway, going through the city, and then getting over here. I'd rather them going around that way as the quick way. So I want to make sure that this isn't a quick way. Essentially, like it's a quick way to get into the city, but not a quick way to bypass the city. Like you shouldn't go through the downtown area to bypass the city. Is basically what I want to avoid. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to connect these up because I feel like we can probably connect it up at this point. Like these two can just connect to this road because then we might even get some cars entering the city this way, which is fine. That's what it's for. That'll go there. That'll go there. And then soon we'll figure out this layout. Whether we just go... I think it's just going to be a pretty simple grid. And I think it should be okay now. I think I've done enough setup with highways and that hopefully the traffic should work okay. We did already have someone driving up that way, which is interesting. Let's have a look. Let's see if people are... Hang on. I can't... Oh, I'm still in that mode. That's why. Hang on. Anyone using this at all? No. Which is good, because that means there aren't people entering here to get to this, like, to get through to the city. I mean, people might start driving this way if, let's see. Go here. Yeah, there's definitely people there. They might start going this way if they're going to that one business. That might be quicker. I don't know. I couldn't imagine that this would be quicker to get there than just going here and along. Oh, there you go. There's a car. Oh, man. There he goes. Hooray! Look at him speeding along. That is 50 kilometers, and then he's like, oh, it's 100. For what? Nice. Yeah, cool. What else do I need to do? I feel like it's kind of all I wanted to do this episode was just connect up that little town, and then we did all the highway connections. I also love this area here. This is like the thumbnail of the last video. Just all these bridges, and it's beautiful. It really is. Really, really is. It's good. The train is working. Oh, I think what I might do actually is extend this road further out this way, because we'll figure out where all this goes. Because we need to continue that train line up. The train line is probably going to go... See, here's the thing. I think we need to have another train branch. Well, actually, you know what? We got the tunnel over here. Well, we need a way that... We need a transfer somewhere, because we have these two train lines. One here and the one this way, but there's actually no... like exchange anywhere except all the way back over here, but these two like pretty much cross over each other, so it would be a good idea to have maybe we branch off here somewhere and somehow connect these two up as like a transfer, because at the moment it's a very ineffective way to do it, because basically this line is only being serviced from this area then, which is good if people are expressing down from Amity Exchange, get the one train to here then the one train to there. It's very quick. But if you're trying to just get from, I don't know, for example, if we go west Sedona, get on this train, go here, go to this stop, then you change to a bus, I think. Yeah, if you change to this bus, you can get on the blue line, then you get on the lighter blue line, then you get there. Like, it's, if you want to, like, it just doesn't make sense at the moment. And I think if we, the problem is, as we built this all in such a way that's quite compact, we might be able to do like a branch here, go over that road, and then maybe, we can't tunnel it. We're going to have to bring the train over here and then maybe tunnel down there. But the only thing I'm worried about is that we have too many train lines. Like, it might start looking a little bit ridiculous. And we don't want to let's get ridiculous on this. Let's see. Because if we go, let's go bridge. Because I'll just do this. Hang on. Bridge. Straight. So we go like this. All right. Then I'll just adjust this so it's actually where I want it to be. Probably higher than that. So this will come across like there, and then we'll just have to tunnel in there somewhere. So this is here. Then, that's not what I wanted. Then I actually want this guy probably. So this comes along here. I wouldn't mind leaving, actually if I go here. Okay, that's building the complete, what grid is that following? Because I want to follow this grid here. We go here. Because then we leave enough zoning there to get a couple of buildings in. Because I wouldn't mind having some industrial or offices or something down here. Then this will come from here. Like this. Probably just a, maybe a regular rail here just to sort of split it off. Now it'd be ideal if this was a multi-track station rather than just a one stop there, but it'll probably be okay. I think we really need to branch off from this point, I think. So like here, Anarchy. It should be okay if we get this all like leveled out and looking like it should. I don't know why I can't select that. Oh, because it's one node away. Oh god. Hey, when it's like one node away from a station and you can't select it. So we have to do it this way. So we get that. Bring that up. It should be okay if we get this all lined up. That should look okay. That comes through there. Now, I don't know if this is going to work because we're going to have to still go under that bridge there. And you can see it currently... Oh wait, there's another node there. Hang on. Didn't know there's one right there. Perfect. Actually, that's not too bad. It's a little... Okay, that's better. About there. Oh, maybe even... There. It's probably where we want it. And then it can just continue what it was doing before. Nice. Alright, then what we're going to do is connect these guys up. Maybe as the brick one. I don't know if it'll be a little excessive though. Let's see. Oh, it's a... Okay, it's a little steep. We want to change that for sure. A little steep. Like that. Okay. I think it's... Well, I mean, it's going... I think we're going down lower than we need to be anyway. We need to be about here. See, this is why, like, I did the time lapse before. I was like, hey, we're doing a lot of move it. Let me not do this as a live video. Now, this, for some reason, this slope is very... Okay, that's even worse. It's very, like, bumpy on the way down. Like, trying to get, like, a smooth slope is always weird because it, like... doesn't always seem to flow properly for whatever reason. Anyway, I'll just go with that for now. I don't want to spend 5 years doing that. I'm already spending a lot of time doing it, so... Okay, from here we go like this. Smooth slope. Beautiful. I know I used a different thing there. I thought it might look okay. It doesn't. We'll see the conclusion to that. So we do this. Might change that section there too. That's a weird section. That's not ideal, but anyway. So we do that, and then I'm thinking like offices or industrial through here could look pretty good because it would just like fit in that area quite well. And then it almost acts like this starts acting as a train hub too, which I think is fine. And then if we go underground here, we can connect that up to the other one, and then if we use that again as maybe an exchange, or maybe we could even do a station on the other side of the road, so you just have one there, and it acts as a double track station, but it's technically 2 stations. I might do that, but I think, let me know what you think about that idea, because that will just provide the connection from these guys to that line, and then we could even just separate, continue them as separate lines and connect into our central station, which we will have somewhere, because we're going to use this guy, which has 4 platforms. It'll be like a main, almost like a main feature of the downtown area somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. Maybe there. It'll be somewhere, but we can just join those lines into that. And we could probably even continue that line maybe out north or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. And have an awesome day.